Do you got your popcorn ready? Hey, I just look like this. Do get your popcorn ready.
Hey, what's up, YouTube, internet world, Facebook friends, people I converse with? This is a video that is pretty much going to intro a new series that I'm going to be starting on my spare time. It's an extension of a blog that I created called High Stakes Sports Debates, FantasyFirst edition. So, obviously everybody knows football season's on the horizon, baseball season's in full swing. So, I'm going to dedicate myself to providing everybody that cares to listen with the most adequate, up-to-date fantasy advice I can possibly provide. Now, I feel like I am qualified. There are sports fans, there are avid sports fans, and then there's the people that are addicted to sports like myself. So, I'm always checking the app 24/7. Every 20 minutes, I'm looking at scores, looking at updates, looking at how my players are performing. I feel like this would be a good outlet for me to kind of share the knowledge that I have with you guys. I have won my fantasy football league 3 years in a row. With some luck, because that is what fantasy football is. It is about 70% skill, and there is 30% luck. I was the guy who benefited from Christian Polk vulturing LaShawn McCoy. Sorry, Shane. We all know how that went down last year. But, so this is just going to be a short little intro video. I'll be coming out with periodic videos every couple of days, at the very most once a week. Just kind of talking about players, trades. Who would you rather draft in this position? Would you rather have a Mark Ingram or would you rather have a Frank Gore? And we'll kind of digress on some of the nitty-gritty stats that would make us influence our choice as to one guy or the other. Talk about trade potentials, sleepers, busts, draft strategy, because there's a lot of different ways that you can win fantasy football. Do you go with an elite quarterback and put that consistent 25 plus points on your roster every week? Do you go with the elite skill position players and ride the ups and downs of a quarterback streamer? So we'll be asking ourselves a lot of questions this summer. It's very exciting. This is a very exciting year for fantasy football. You got two backs that are highly coveted that were drafted in the first round in this year's draft that'll probably be drafted pretty high in redraft formats. Just a lot of young talent entering the league this year. And, where should you draft those guys? Also, the baseball season's not over. Things are just heating up in Major League Baseball. I'm sure there are some people out there that are in Major League Baseball fantasy leagues. I am in a dynasty league, 12-man dynasty. I also am in a 12-man dynasty football league. A couple buddies of mine are in a couple dynasty hockey leagues. Not any dynasty basketball. I hope to create one, but it is hard to find people that are consistently paying attention to their rosters throughout the year. That's another emphasis of this video podcast that will also be supplemented with an audio podcast on a weekly basis is Dynasty, because Dynasty is becoming a big thing in the fantasy community. There's just an element of drafting rookies that kind of go along with the core of your team every year that just, it feels like you're a real GM. So that's a lot of fun too. We're going to dive into some of that stuff. So just a lot of information, a lot of relevant facts are going to be talked about on this show. And hopefully what I have to say will help you win your fantasy league. So I will be dedicated to providing you guys with information, with relevant stats, players that are, going out of their minds, players you should avoid, and hopefully it'll help you bring a championship and bragging rights to your friends, your circle of coworkers, whoever it is that you play fantasy football or any fantasy sport with. So, keep on the lookout for more videos. Check out the blog. That's where everything's going to kind of be hosted right now. highstakesportsdebates.wordpress.com. Eventually, I'm hoping to get a actual domain, but, I'm a broke college graduate, so, I can't afford that right now. But still, I will be dedicated to providing you guys with quality information. So hit me up on Facebook. I'll be starting a Twitter and a Facebook page eventually. I will have an email up as well. I'll probably high-stakes sports debates fantasyfirst@gmail.com is a good way to contact me if you have any questions about anything. And let's just get ready for a good off season so that we can dominate our drafts this year. And please hit that subscribe button, that like button, do anything you can to help support, because it means a lot. I know if you guys are hitting that like button, hitting that subscribe button, I know that I should keep coming out with more content. So thanks for listening. If you made it all the way through this intro video, we'll probably talk draft strategies in the first video, and we'll see what happens from there. So keep it locked in, guys. Thank you so much for following the high-stakes sports debates, because that is something I love to do, debating, as some of you guys know. So keep it locked in, guys. Thanks.